will cover each and every topic today's session out there. Okay. 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 So this screen is visible over here, everybody? Hello?
Yes.
This screen is visible?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So come back to the same point where we have stopped it out. We are discussing about the combining of the vectors out there. So whatever the vectors we are having, means either numerical values or characters values or some another values out there, we can combine this particular things. And when we are combining this particular things is there, we are passing n equals to c in the vector. Some values are there, a and assigning some. So I am showing you the two ways of assigning the values out there. Either you can assign it with the equals to sign or with the assignment operator is there. So when you are doing this kind of stuff is there, you can see that n comma aa is there, and just select this all particular part is there. So you can see that I'm going to select this all particular, control enter is there. So you can see that this is how the particular integer and the character values are being considered out there. So make it very clear that one thing very clear. Whenever you are passing two different types of variables is there in the vector out there, the vector itself considered as a character only. So you can see that over here, the 2, 3, 5 and all these particular stuffs are included in the double quotes marks out there. So it means that whenever you are passing any values, even in the integer values also, but it's still considered as your character value is there. Okay, so it consider a character value is there. So you should be in the position to understand that whenever you are passing any character, any value is there, either integer, either logical, either character, either boolean, whatever maybe the things is there, it will consider as a string only. So make it clear this. Okay, so is it clear with everybody out there? Are you with me only or lagging behind? Hello? Hello? With me,
yes,
or
sir.
lagging behind?
With you, sir.
Okay, fine, dear. Okay, then this is about the combination. Now we are going to see with the arithmetic how we are making the arithmetics in the vectors out there. So whenever we are doing the arithmetics things out there, so we are going to have a particular stuff is there. We are passing a equals to, suppose a1 equals to c, and 1, 3, 5, 7. This is the value I am going to pass, and then another vector b equals to c in the bracket. So 1, 4, 5, 6, 8. So this is the vector we are passing, and when we are doing this kind of stuff is there, if you want to do any mathematical operations, you can do it with the a1 plus b is there. Okay, so you can see this if you control all these particular things. Okay, and make a control alter is there. So it will give you the warning. Basically, why it is giving you the warning? Because the b values is something longer than the a value is there. Okay, so this is one good point, is to be understand that if both the values are to be map up, then and then only the addition will be work out. Okay, so you can see this. We are again going to select this thing, control alter. Now you will get the value, exact value of after addition of a1 plus b is there. 1 plus 1, 2, 3 plus 5 equals to 8, and so on. But keep in mind that whenever you are making the addition of any two numbers is there, you have to make a common values within the two variables out there. This is one type of examples of addition is there. So now the next particular part, if you want to multiply some things with the 5 is there, so you just have type 5 into a is there. So a, sorry, not is a, it's a1 is there. So select this particular part, Okay, and control enter is there. So you see that the 5 will be multiplied in such a manner that it will give you the values of this particular. So A1 is 5, 15, 25 and 35 and so on. So like this way you can have a multiplication, or if you want to have a multiplication with the B also, so you can use this particular 5 into B, select this particular values, select this particular value, control and enter. So you will see that the same value, that multiplication of with the B is also going to be happens out there. So in short, you can do this particular arithmetic operations in this particular case also. Okay, moving on to the next particular part, that if we are making a subtraction, same thing, if you are doing the addition, then you can do it with the subtraction also. So if I am going to change over here with the subtraction values, with minus value is there. So if I am going to make it minus value is there, so you can see that select all this particular point, control enter. So hardly it will take 5 minutes to execute the things, because the thing is, yeah, okay. So see over here, you will get the values as such. Okay, so here is the your value is there, 0, -2, 0, 1 is there. After making the multiplication with this two particular things is there, you are getting this particular 0, -2, 0 and 1 is there. So this is how you can do it. The addition or subtraction or multiplication thing is there, or even you can do it in the division manner also. If you want to divide A1 by B is there. Okay, again select that particular stuff and enter it. So you can see that A1 is going to be divided by B with, and you are getting the value as such. This is what the particular thing is there. I hope everybody is going is understanding this particular concept. Everybody is understanding this concept. Yes, everybody is understanding. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So one more important point I like to share with you is recycling rule is there. Recycling rule is been presented in the R Studio is there, which will tell you if the two length vector, if the two vectors is unequal, or we can call as not equal with the length out there. So what will happen is it will calculate the particular sums of their particular computation. So I will show you how it is, whatever I am going to say you, how it is going to work. C equals to, U equals to C in the bracket 10, 20, 30. Okay, then enter. Okay, then V equals to C in the bracket 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, sorry, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, what will happen over here is, in this case, either it is going to give you the warning that whether the length is not equals, or it will give you the some addition or some magic is there, what we can call as a recycling rule is there. Okay, see over here. Okay, fine. Sorry, my it will again give you that B is not defined. Okay, fine, not an issue. I will give you the B value. Okay, fine. If everything is goes right, then you will get the outputs. Okay, enter. So here we are getting the outputs is there. So you can see that whenever you are adding any 10 with 1, 20 and so on, you will get the values after that. This particular 11, 22, 33, this is the actual value when you are adding with the two things. But after that, later on 14, 25, 36. So what is happening is out there, na? So whenever 4 is added to the 10 is there, so it will give you the 14. Whenever the 5 is going to add with 20, it give you to 25, 36, and so on. So this is what we are calling as recycling rule is there basically. So recycling rule will tell you if the length of the particular value is not equal, then what will happen? The below vector, the second vector which is having the largest value is added with the first vector, and it will give you the output. Okay, so are you able to understand this concept? Recycle. This is called as recycling rule is there. Are you able to understand this? Yes, are you able to understand it? Hello? Hello?
So can you repeat once?
Okay, which part shall I repeat them?
N plus B.
N plus B. Okay, so this rule is basically this rule is called as a recycling rule is there. In the recycling rule is there, what is going to happen is out there na? Whenever you are having a two vectors out there, just like these two vectors is there, n equals to some values are assigned, b equals to some values are assigned, and whenever you are trying to add these two vectors out there, even though the length is not equal, but still it will give you the output. Such kind of example, or whenever you are adding this kind of thing, such kind of example is called as recycling rule is there, which will add the shortest value to the longest value out there. Okay, so over here you can see that n equals to, I have already assigned 10, 20, 30 is there, and b equals to 1, 2, and so on up to 9 is there. And when we are adding n plus b is there, when I am adding this particular things stuff is there, na, you can see that I'm going to select it, control, enter it, and you will get the value of n plus b equals to in such a manner that the shorter value is added to the longer value in such a manner that the whatever the first three stuff 1, 2, 3 is going to be added with the 10, 20, 30. Later on the values 3, 4, 5 is going to be added with 10, 20, 30, and so on. And this is how the value is added, and you are getting the values as per your second set of vectors are present is there. Is it clear with everybody? Is it clear with everybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I hope only one student is, I am hearing the voice of one student only. So what about the rest peoples? Are you getting or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Everybody is getting? Are you with your laptops or systems?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now if you want to retrieve, or if you want to pass the certain values, or if you want to retrieve the index from that particular vector is there, how you can retrieve the values from the vector is there. So suppose if I am going to pass the vector, suppose if I have already passed n equals to, I have already passed the value of n, this is what I have passed it, the value of n equals to 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. This is, I am again copying this particular vector value is there. Okay, then I'm taking the same value is there. If I want to retrieve the value of third position of this vector is there, so what I am going to do is I am going to simply pass with the vector square bracket and the third position. What is my third position of the vector is there. So after doing this kind of vector is there, or retrieving the vector, you will get the position. So at the fifth number of vector, or at the fifth number of indexes, you are having the value 5 is there. So this is called as vector indexing, or this is called as retrieving the value is there. So you can also do it with your b is there. B already I have passed is as 1, 5, 5, 5. So if I have typed b equals to whatever the fourth position is there, I want to retrieve the fourth position of the particular vector is there. So how it is doing? So over here, see over here, the fourth position will be, okay, sorry, first of all, I have to pass that particular case, and simultaneously I have to combinedly, I have to execute it. Otherwise it will not will work out actually so far. So basically this four values is they have given is the particular, the length of that value is this particular output is there, but we want the particular specific value of that particular fourth position vector is there, or value of the fourth vector is there. So again shift enter. So see over here, now it is giving the value of 6 is there. So now it is giving the value of 6, which will tell you that at the fourth position, the value of the index is 6 is there. Okay, so this is how we are using the vector indexes is there. Now, if you are now the second or now the next point is negative index. If you want to find out the negative index also, so what you have to do is simply take this particular part only and pass it as a -3 is there. If you are passing with the same index with the -3 values, so what will we are getting is we are getting something values out. We are not getting actually 1, 3, 5, 5 and 6. So -3 will reduce one particular vector, one particular values from that indexes is there. Okay, so when we are saying that -3 is there, so it will remove the third vector and it will carry on with the things. If I say that the position subtract that particular at the first position is there, so if I run this particular stuff is there, so you will get the another part is there. So see, you will see that the 1 is removed, then 5, 5, 6 is there. If you say that -4 is there, if you say that -4 value is there, so same thing, you just keep it on. Try to work on your laptop. See, -4 will remove your last value of your vector is there. That is 6 value has been removed is there. Okay, so this is called as negative indexing is there. Okay, then the next part, if you want to find out what is the size of the index is there, but if you don't know the exactly size of, and if you randomly pass some values out there, some 10 values out there, okay, and if you pass some values 10 is there to the b particular vector is there, so what will happen is it will give you NA is there. NA is not a number is there, it is a part of your out of range index value is there. It is a part, means whenever you are missing some range is there, na? So it will tell you NA means is a not a number is there. Okay, or you can also call as a not an applicable range is there. Okay, so in this manner you can see that the different positions or different indexing is been worked out there. Out of range index is there. Are you getting my points, guys? Are you getting my points?
Yes, sir.
It's too fast.
Yes, sir.
It's too fast, or you are up to with me? It's fast or what? हेलो, फास्ट हो रहा है या बराबर है? स्पीड्स बराबर है?
Yes, sir. It's okay.
ठीक है, okay, ठीक है, fine. So next value is we are having a numeric index vector is there. So what is numeric index vector is it will a new vector can be sliced from a given vector with a numeric index vector is there, which consists of member positioning of the original vectors to be retrieved out there. So whenever you are having a new vectors in the series out there, so we will consider the one example is there which will show how to retrieve a vector slice containing the second and third position of the given vector is there. So we are considering the n equals to C, then in the double quotes AA comma double quotes BB comma CC comma DD again comma EE. Sorry, it's double quotes. So remember, it's you have to pass it double quotes every time whenever you are passing with the string. Okay, then next particular part is if you want to run this particular case, so n in the bracket square bracket C in the square bracket parenthesis is there, and you want to position of third and second and third position is there. So simply what will it will give you? It will give you the value of second and third position of the vector is there. Enter. Sorry, I have not selected the square bracket. That's why it's giving the. So see, what is it is saying is it is saying BB and CC is the second and third vector is there. Okay, so whenever you are want to find out any new contents present in the particular vector is there, if you want to find out some new variables or new stuff is there, so you can find it out through this particular means also. Okay, and with this particular means you can find out any particular n number. Suppose if you increase some values also, still if you increase some values like DD comma EE, sorry, double quotes FF comma, double quotes, GG, comma, double quotes, I. And if still, if you want to find out the position of your fourth digit and your last digit, that is 6 digit is there. If you still want to find out what is the new values are inserted in that particular stuff is there. So you see that the fourth and the sixth position is same. So the fourth position is your DD and your sixth position is also DD is there. So in this particular manner, you can see that the fourth and sixth position is same. So there is no any need of things is there. But if you want to find out some stuff out there, you can do it with this particular manner. This is called as numeric index vector is there. Then now, if you want to find out the duplicates values are to be present out there. So what you are going to do is you take n. This is called as duplicate index is there, square bracket, C in the bracket position. You want to find out the duplicates value, so you can take it 2, comma 4, comma 4 is there. Okay, so if you don't know the thing stuff is there, so what you can do is you can use this particular stuff by using the duplicate value is there. So see over here we are getting the duplicates value of 4 and 4 is there. If you don't know the values of the duplicate value is there, simply if you pass some different values out there in the particular stuff is there. So 2, comma 3, comma 5 is there. So it will not show you the duplicates values out there basically. So see, it will not show you. It will show you only the regular string which is present. But if you know that where exactly the duplicate value is there and what is the duplicates value is there, so it is a very useful things is there. Okay, are you getting my points, guys? Are you getting my points?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the next index value is called as out of index is there, where the first and the second members can be reversed out there. If you want to reverse the first and second members of the index value is there, so again you take as n square bracket C in the bracket 2, comma 1, comma 3. If you take this particular stuff is there, and if you run that particular by selecting control and enter, so you see that your particular string is get converted. So this is your actual original string is there. So this is your original string is there, where A, B, B, C, C and C. Now after the reversing is there, after doing this reversion, BB, AA and CC will be there. Means the first and second part is get changes out there. The third part is as it is, but your first and second part is get reverse out there. This is called as reversing of the particular indexing is there. Is it so? Reversing of the indexing is there. Are you getting my points or not, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Are you taking some another examples to solve this particular? I am give you 5 minutes. Just take another examples of any of the range is there. You can just do it with the reversing of that particular things. Is it okay? Shall I give you the time or shall I move forward? Are you doing the practicals or shall I move? Hello? Am I audible? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Are you doing the practicals or shall I move on?
Yes, sir. We are doing with you.
No. Means not taking this example, you can take it another example and try to execute another command also, or try to execute another example also. So there is no need to do this kind of stuff. You can do it by own also. Okay, anyways, so next particular part is in the index, in the particular indexing is a range indexing is there. Suppose if you want to find the range of that particular indexing is, so with the help of colon, this is very important thing to find out the range of any index is there. You can use the colon is there. So that's why it is a colon is there. Whenever you are passing any range is there, just n. So we are taking the variable n is there, and I want to find out the range of this particular thing. So n 2:4 is there. So here is the particular range from 2 to 4 vector is there, from 2 to 4 variables is there. What are the values of the 2 to 4 indexing values is there? So BB, CC and DD. So see, BB is there, CC is there and DD is there. So this is how you can find it out the indexing. Now one question can be arises कि सर आपने 2 से 4 इंडेक्सिंग लिया हुआ है लेकिन उसने बीबी सीसी और डीडी लिया हुआ है, वो इसलिए कि पहले पोजीशन उसका ए था, पहली पोजीशन उसने छोड़ दिया, सेकंड पोजीशन, थर्ड पोजीशन एंड फोर्थ पोजीशन से उसने रेंज हमने लिया है. आर यू गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? आर यू गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? कि बहुत से लोगों को क्वेश्चन हो सकता है कि सर उसने ई क्यों नहीं लिया, उसने डीडी पे ही क्यों रुक गया करके. वो इसका कारण ये है कि पहला इंडेक्सिंग वैल्यू हमने जो पास किया है 2 से 4 के बीच के रेंज में पास किया हुआ है. जो भी इंडेक्सिंग वैल्यू 2 से 4 के बीच में है उसको हमें वैल्यू शो करना है. इसलिए उसने जो फर्स्ट रेंज की वैल्यू थी ए वो डिस्प्ले नहीं की. सेकंड वैल्यू जो थी वो बीबी से बीबी सीसी और डीडी ये वैल्यूज उसने रिट्राइव किया. इसलिए बीबी सीसी एंड डीडी दिस वैल्यूज आर बीन शोन ओवर हियर. आर यू गेटिंग माय पॉइंट्स? Are you getting
Yes,
my
sir.
points? Yes. Okay. So if you also make help colon, so it will have some good magic for you also. I think error is there. So basically, whenever you are typing this kind of help and colon is there, na, it will show you the help, whatever the information is there about the colons and all the particular stuff is there. Na. So it will show you why it is giving the error, because we have not passed the colons out there, semicolons not that. Okay, wait a minute, it will show. See this is what the help file it is going to show you, that how the particular how the colons has been working and all the particular stuff. You can see this particular part in your help files is there. All the particular files which is ranging from in the colon part is there, na? It will show you in this particular stuff is there. Okay. So this is how the particular values has been shown out there. Okay. So the next part is we are going to see with the next particular part is your logical indexing is there. Now, when we are saying that logical indexing is there, it is having some values out there. So obviously logical will means you true and false is there and all the particular stuff is there. Okay. So first of all, what do you mean by logical indexing is there? So vector can be sliced from the given vector with the logical indexing vectors which have a same length of original vectors. Means whenever the two vectors are, whenever there are two vectors are there, so consider the same length is there. If its member are true and if the corresponding members in the original vectors include the false statements is there, so how it will be considered? So consider the following 5 vectors is there. So n equals to n colon c in the bracket. So bb comma zz, sorry, z comma dd comma e comma ff. Okay, so this is what the particular thing 5 elements are going to pass it out there. And if I want to retrieve something out there, I am going to pass with the things n is there. So what will we will get it? I think we will see something out there. Okay, so this is what we are getting the vectors out there. We are getting the size of the vector bb, zz, dd, e, and ff. So on, this is what the vector values is there. But as far as the particular logical consent is there, if you want to pass out some logical consent is there, you again take n t tru true comma fal false comma tru true comma false false, and so on. This is actually four vectors is there. Again, one more time, I am taking true. Okay, true is there. And if I want to find out something is there, I will pass out L in the square bracket L. Sorry, L is there. So it will tell you that whatever the single line of code is there, how it is going to be executed. Okay, sorry, this particular whole stuff is not. L is not found actually. So why L is not found is actually because we are having some problems out there. We have passed at N is there. Suppose we will take this particular point. So see, this is what we are getting, true, true, true. Means every time whenever you are getting any particular, we are that the false statement is now converted into true, true, true. So this is what we are calling the particular stuff is there. So whenever you are passing the same values to the same values is there, it will only take the true values is there, and it will not take the false values. It will remove that particular false values is there. So this is what we are calling as logical indexing is there, where whenever you are making the some quotes out there, suppose if you are taking n equals to c in the bracket, false, false, true, true, false is there, and if you want to retrieve a single line of code is there, so you by simply using n you can retrieve it single values is there. Okay, so this is what the thing next thing is there. Now are you getting my points or not, guys? Are you getting my points or not?
Yes, sir.
So the next example is name the vector members is there. So if you want to make the names of the vector member is there. So if you want to join the two names also, you can do this particular stuff is there. So n equals to c in the bracket John, comma Sam, and if you enter the particular stuff is there, and if you select this particular all, so it will show you something out there. It will first show you the values which is assigned over there. Okay, so this is what the values is assigned to over there is there. Okay, then you can see that now the values of n is John and Sam is there. Okay, and now if you want to retrieve the first name of the particular user is there, so you can use names actually, names comma, this is what a function is there, name comma n is there. So we have taken the n values is there. If you want to is equals to c in the bracket first, okay, comma last, okay, and if you enter and make n equals to there, so you can see that this is what the first name and last name is there. The first name is John and the last name is, this is what the variable parameters we have passed is out to the particular values which I have already passed it. John and Sam is there. The first name is, now it is showing the first name as John and last name as Sam is there. So previously it is only showing this John and Sam. It is not showing what which is the first name, which is the last name is there. So simply it is showing the, now whenever you are making, if you want to retrieve the first member name is there, so how you can going to retrieve this thing, that also we can see this, that we can also see it there. And square bracket first, okay, so after this select this particular stuff, enter. So the first name is John is there, and if you want to retrieve the second name, again you can use n double quotes, last name is there, so it will give you the last name also. Further, if you want to reverse the particular name of the particular name and first name and last name of this particular guys is there, so what you have to do is n assignment operator c, okay, and in the assignment operator you have to take the square bracket and semicolon, sorry, not a semicolon, parenthesis is there. So in the bracket last is there, comma first is there, okay. So square bracket is completed, this bracket is completed, then square bracket is completed, and if you want, if you select this particular stuff is there, enter. Okay, something is having a problem actually. Okay, wait a minute, I'm going to check this particular stuff. We are not assigning actually the value, we are retrieving or we are reversing, so that's why we are not assigning something out there. So see, this is how the particular value is been executed is there, the last name is and the first name is now get reverses out there. Okay, so this is how, all about your vectors and the different methods of the vectors is there. Is it okay? Is it okay with the guys? Yes, it is.
Yes, sir.
Is it okay? I hope everybody is with me and making a full concentration with this particular hands-on sessions out there. Okay, so now we are moving on to the next particular part, that is a matrix is there. Okay, how the matrix, the same scenario we can use in the matrix also. We can also add or delete, sorry, not delete, we can also add, subtract the different matrices is there. So just take a look at, first of all, tell me what is the matrix is there. Matrix is nothing but a collection of data elements is there in that, which is having a 2 dimensions size is there with the 2 dimension size, means 2 by 2 or 3 by 3 or whatever the matrix is there. If you want to design the matrices is there, na? So how you are going to design the matrices is there, I will tell you. Okay, just wait a minute. I will tell you the how to design the matrices is there, and so you can use MTR, okay, equals to matrix in the bracket C bracket 5:29. So I want to take the from 5 to 30 is there, so that's why we are taking 5 to 29 is there. Okay, then comma 5 by 5 is there, and if I'm taking MTR, so might be, I'm sure that it will execute the things. It is going to give me the problems that it is not defined. Okay, fine. So again, I'm taking n value is there, not an issue with the things, not an issue with. Might be some error. What the particular, this is how the data is there. So over here the data means whatever the values you are going to pass with the things. This is what we have passed. The data is from 5 to 29 is there, so we want to have a matrix of 5 by 30 is there. So 5 by 5 is the size of the matrix is there. So this is what we are, yeah. So this is how the C, you can see that the matrices, different matrices are been set it out there. So for this particular purpose, you are going to see, so see from 5 ranging from 5 to 29 is the matrices which we are having founded out there. Okay, I will take one more example so that you can get it more clear idea about the particular stuff is there. Particular matrices is there, there are lots of things are to be there, lot of things you have to understand for the matrices is there. Okay, so just you have to the matrix is something which contains the rows and columns is there, which is same like in your mathematical concepts is there. So over here I'm taking M, assigning the values. I'm taking another examples. So matrix M A T R matrix is there. So I am passing n row value. So I am passing n row value equals to 2, comma. I am passing n column value equals to 2 again. So it is 2 by 2 matrices is there. And if I'm entering this particular thing again, I'm so this is now it is saying that it is not up NA. So no values is been assigned to this particular stuff is there. Okay, but when you are want to find out some values is there, over here you can see that this is a row, particular column number 1 is there and column number 2 is there. So even though it is, there is no values in the 2 by 2 matrices is there, but still it shows the 1 and 2 is there. So this is what the column numbers is there, and this is the what the row number is there. So we have seen this particular how to make the columns and the rows in the matrices is there. Now if we want to make the particular the name, give the particular names, I will pass it again. I will pass something, another values is there. So wait, m equals to matrix, not table. Actually we are not creating the tables actually. So in the bracket c, okay, bracket 1 is to 9. So we are ranging from 1 to 9 is there. Okay, then comma n row equals to 3, comma n column equals to 3. Okay, so comma by row. Now by row means if you want row values or column values is there, so whatever you want it, you are going to pass by row value is there. And if you want, if you pass the false values, so we will see what will we are getting is, and then we are making the use of print command, which we have seen yesterday. Print n is there. Select this. So error in the okay, fine. Okay, fine. I will take it as a not actually margin is there. Actually matrix is, it should be there. It might be sometimes you are getting some typing mistakes or all the particular stuff is there. So again you can see that this is what the particular print is there. Okay, so if you type over here a true statement is there, equals to true, from 1 to 9 is there basically. This is we are working with this particular. Okay, fine. So this is how we are getting the values is there. So in the 3 by 3 matrices you can see that 2 3 4 is in the vertical line is there, and 1 4 7 is in the horizontal line is there. Okay, and if you this is what the 1 to 9 ranging is there. Okay, this is because you have used it by row is there. This value is shown is by because you have shown by row is for, true is there. But if you make it as a false, okay, so what will happen, you can see the changes out there. So see, by if you make by row as a false is there, na? So 1 3 1 2 3 is in the column wise out there, and its range from 1 to 9 is there. Okay, you can see this. So 1 to 9 is there. So this is what the difference is there. By if you make by a row is equals to true, so the value will be shown in the by row manner. If you show it in the false manner, so values is been shown in this particular manner is there. Is it okay with the things? Is it okay with the things, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the next particular part, we are moving on with the, so how you can give the names to the particular column is there. Okay. So for that, so names is there. Equals to C is there. Okay. So in the bracket, row 1, comma, row 2, one minute, something is wrong actually. Wait a minute. So this is what the row name I am going to pass it out here. Column names is there. Okay. So equals to C. Okay, in the bracket. So column 1, 2, 3 is there. And after this stuff is there, if you are using n equals to matrix. Okay, so see, same code we are using, the same stuff we are using over here, whatever we have write it out there. Okay, we are using the same code over here. Only thing is now we are passing one more parameters to this particular thing, is that is team name. So team name will give you, this is what one of the parameters is there. Team name is list. Okay, and in this list, row names, comma, it will be actually, okay, one second. So the row name will be 3. We are giving passing because we are having a 3 particular matrices there. Then the next particular is the particular values column name, and we are passing as a 3 because we are using the 3 by 3 matrices is there. Okay, that's why. So by doing this kind of stuff, if you can see that this is what we are doing is, so you can simply select all this particular code and enter. So you see that the values which are passed out to that particular stuff is, it will showing from 1 to 9 is there. Okay, so I hope this is not actually a proper which I am expecting. Okay, because the range is 1 to 9 is there. If I increase the range is there. Showing me that the range is not proper actually. So once again I am making the changes in that particular stuff is there. Let's just okay. It's actually team name is there. Okay. So team name is always with the equals to sign is there. Okay. So I hope this. So basically this is what we are considering. Might be some issues out there with the studio out there. Anyways, let's check it once again. So what it actually gave you? Actually, it will give you the particular the how the name of the rows and columns is there. It will give you instead of 1, 2, 3 is there. It will give you row 1, row 2, and row 3, and so on values is there. Okay, but let's me try once again for you guys. Some sort of I think error is occurring out there. So anyways, I will let you this particular bag out there. I will come back to this particular part is there, but I will give you this particular demo in the later part out there. So no doubt about the things. I will give you the particular stuff. Okay, so this is all about the particular matrices is there. Now moving on to the next particular part. This is how we are making a matrices out there, or we can arrange the matrices is there. Okay, now if you want to make the list out there, if you want to make the list is there, this is all about the particular matrices is there. Now array, how to make the array is there. So array is something which is different, which is not a different with the vector is there, but it stores the values in the 2 dimensions array is there. So if you use array, so the syntax for array is array in the bracket, so that it contains the data, dim and d names is there. So if you have a C, so 0 ranging from 15, okay, and so dim comma dim equals to C colon 4 5 comma 2 comma 2. So if you are running this particular stuff now, if you are looking to this particular, so you will see that what exactly it is happening out here. Argument is 3, argument 3 is empty. Okay, so argument 3, because we have passes out one more extra semi, this colon is there, so that's why it's showing you. So this is how the array is been created. You can see that from 0 to 15, the range I have defined it from 0 to 15, and 1 to 4 I have defined it out because I have passed it out 4 by 4 and 2 by 2 is there. So that's why it's showing from 1 to 4 and 1 to 4 from 0 to 15. This is how the values has been shown, or array has been shown to you, or this is how we are passing the arrays out there. Okay. So this is all about the particular array is there. Is it any problem with the things? Is it any problem with the things? Hello?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. I will get back to you the previous example. I will get back to you, but for the time means, if the time permits, I will definitely give you. Otherwise, I will give a solution to the Rahul sir, and he will just share the solution with you peoples out there. Okay. So next particular examples which we are taking is of list is there. So what do you mean by list? List is a generic vector containing other objects is there. So if you take the example of list is there. So consider the variable x is in a list containing the copies of the 3 vectors is there. So how we are going to contain the values is there. So we can see that. Next, another variable is b equals to and if you want to list it with the things out there, we can show, we can say
एक कुछ तो खाने में का जाएगा
equals to
आता सारू काढू
So this is what the list is created out there. You can see that the list, the variable is contains. So the x values is contains. So the content x contains the copy of NSNN. So over here you can see that the value of x is containing. So if you check the value of x is there, na? If you check the value of x, so see the value of x is something, it's containing 235 is there, then ABC is there, and true or false. Means what is happening out there is whatever the values we have passed to the different list is there, and if we are combining that list and giving some values to the another object is there, na? So that object will consider all the values of this particular stuff is there, 1 2 3 5 A B C, true and false. All the list is been we can combine these things out there. Okay, so this is one of the examples of the list is there. Then next particular part is list sliding is there. We retrieve a list slide with a single square bracket operator is there. The following is the slide command which we are going to see is there. So x square 2 is there. Okay, and if you are making this particular stuff is there, so what will happen, we will see this. It will show you the 1 and AABBCCC. So what is it means to you is the following is a slice containing the second member of x which is copied into the s is there. So see the whatever the value of your x is there, previously the value of x will be 235 AABBB and true or false is there. But when you pass the second value of the list is there, x in the square bracket 2 is there. So what will it will give you, or it will assign the second values of the vectors is there, or second values of the list is there. Okay, so this is about the list command is there. So this is all about the particular stuff is there. Now moving on to the next particular part is next particular part is, that is a data frame is there, which is also a data type is there. So data frame is something which is storing the data types is there. So data frame is something which is storing the different data types is there. It is a list of vectors of having an equal length is there. So whenever you are making a data frame is there, yesterday we have seen some data frames is there. So in that data frames, the data should be, the length of the data is should be equals out there. This is one of the important conditions which you have to follow in the data frame is there. For each of the examples, we will see that how the data frame is working out there. So we will take the same example which we have taken just now, n equals to this, we are taking the same things out there. So instead of this list, I am going to type one more command is there. That is df is there. Df stands for data frame. This is an object of data frame. That is data dot frame is there. Okay, in the bracket n comma s, sorry, s comma b is there. Okay, and enter. So this is what the particular thing is there. We are selecting all this particular stuff, and we can see that. Okay, argument simple is not passed. Okay, sorry, actually we are select. We are taking df as an object is there, and n equals to 233, s equals to AABBBB, and true false false is there. So data dot frame. Okay, data dot frame is something is giving the problems out there. select, yes, going to select this all particular stuff. Same thing is happening. So third and fifth, row number third and fifth is been giving the problems. So okay, so what we can do is we can change the particular data stuff is there. So so you can see that, so this is the three object has been defined over here. So df will be shown over here. So if you want to view something out there, click on that particular data, which is the data frame which is occurred out there. Okay, so it will show you the particular values out there. So if not, so you can use the view command. View df is there. Okay, simply use the view df command is there and copy all the particular stuff is there once again to view the different data types is there. One more second. One second. The system is quite slow because so see, when you are viewing some things, na, when you do view df is there, na, so it will give you b equals to c is there, that is true or false values is there. So whatever the df or whatever the data frame values you are having, it will show you in this particular, by using the view command is there, na, it will show you that particular stuff is there. Okay, see, so this is how the data frame is created. So n equals to 2, 3, 5 is there, s equals to a, b, 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 and c, b equals to true, true, false is there. So this is how the data frame is created out there. Okay, so with the help of this particular command is there. So with the help of this particular view df is there, you can create the view, create the data frame in such a manner that this is all the, if you make the some is you pass some values, some more values out there, so it is going to be add in this particular data frame only. So this is how we are calling as a data frame is there. So moving on to the particular stuff is there, if you want, if you have any sort of data frame, if you have any sort of data frame is there, you can give either the names of to the data frame also, or likewise in this manner only you can pass the particular values to that particular header is there, and you can build it out. As R programming is a statistical language is there, so it is more important, you can use the, you can create your own data sets by giving the names, all the stuffs through this particular commands is there, and you can execute that particular stuffs is there. I will give you some parts of things for your what we can call as practical purpose is there. I will share some examples with Rahul sir, and he will share with you out there. Okay, so this is all with the stuff with the data frame is there. Now moving on to the important part, this is all about the different data types of your particular working with your systems is there. So this is all. So moving on to the with the particular part is there. So today we will later on we will see this one more part is there. So which is important part of the today's session is there. So that is a second part which we are going to start with the today's session is with the what we can call as a data frame. Data frame is there. What do you mean by data frames and how the data frames is been working out there? Okay, so let's start with that particular stuff is there. One minute. Actually, it's taking some times to load actually. So definitely we will start with the, okay. So are you able to see this particular part?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So up to now we have taken the hands-on with the particulars, what do you mean by the different data types, how the different data types are working and all the particular stuff is there. So the next particular part for today's discussion is we are taking the data frame is there. So what do you mean by data frame is there basically? So we are using the data frame, as we know that R programming is a statistical programming language is there. So the data frame is having a very major roles in the R programming is there, because if your data set is proper, so you will get exact statistical outputs in your systems is there. But if your data sets is not proper, so there might be a problem is there. So in the data frame is there. So data frame is very important part of your R programming, as just I have said it. As earlier also we have discussed, the data frame is a two-dimension systems is there. It is a two-dimension array is there, which contains the rows and column values is there, and each rows and column value has their own values out there. Okay, just now we have seen in the example, in the RStudio example, how we can create the data frames is there. So data frame is a special types of list where every element has a list and the length and the vectors is there. So every variables has its length and its in the length and its vector is been defined out there, and it is in the rectangle shape is there. Okay. So the next particular part is been the characteristics of the data frame is there. So characteristics of the data frame is the most important is no any data frame, not in a single data frame is not having a empty values is there. If you have a empty values, so there is no data set is there, or there is no data frame is been created out there. So it's the most important thing is every element should have values in that particular, means the rows and the column should be there. If there is a single row or column don't have the values is there, or we can call it as empty values is there, so it will give you the error out there. So the rows name should be unique, as just now I have discussed about the thing. Every row is unique, and if no values is to be repeated out there. Okay, so the row names should not be repeated with the other. So if the row name is repeated, then it will create a conflict with the systems out there. Okay, so data stores in the data frame can be numeric, factor, characteristics, whatever may be the things. Either you can take the variables or any particular values you want, numeric, double, float, any values you can store it out there. So each column should contains the same type of database. If means it's not a case अगर आप numerical save कर रहे हो और उसके साथ में character save कर रहे हो, ये नहीं होगा. Numerical save कर रहे हो, it should be in the numerical manners. If you are taking the character, it should be a characters out there. If you are taking variable doubles, it should be a double. If you are taking float, it should be a float values out there. So there is no any things that you cannot आप कोई मिक्स नहीं कर सकते हो, डेटा टाइप्स को मिक्स नहीं कर सकते हो. इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट आउट देयर. सो how to make the data frames is there. So data frame is a list with a class data dot frame. Just now we have seen this particular function, how data frame is there. So this is what the example is there. X data we are assigning some values from ranging 1 to 5 is there. So we will see this. This is how the values has been ranging. X data has been, is it visible to everybody? Is it visible? Is it visible to everybody? Hello?
No, sir.
It's not visible?
No, sir.
Okay, just wait a minute. I will make it a large. Now it is visible? Now it is visible? Hello?
No, sir.
Is it visible now? Okay, so this is what the example which we are taking is X data we are passing some ranging from 1 to 5 is there. So this is how whenever we are passing some ranging out there, 1 to 5 is there. So you will see this in the next slide. You will see that particular variable or particular the range of the data frame has been ranging from 1 to 5 is there. Okay, so to how to create a data frame is there. So data frame is the function which create the data frame. Is data frame is itself is a function is there which is tightly and coupled value is there. So you cannot change the different types of, you cannot combine the different types of values in the data frame. If you are using this one column of number itself only, so you have to use the number. If you are using some character in the another column, so it should be all the characters is there, and so on. So whenever you are viewing the just today, just few minutes back, we have used this view command is there, view data frame, whatever the data frame you are naming. So just now we have used view df is there. Df is the object of the data frame is there. So we are using this particular thing. And if you want to print that particular frame is there, so print function is using that particular print is there. Okay, so then execute the following commands on the consoles of RStudio is there. So if you want to execute certain, yesterday we have seen some data competencies of the data is there, which will include the name of the Indian captains. If you consider the example of Indian players who are playing the matches from long back out there, if you have a data set, if you don't have the data set, but still you want to make the data set is there. So the name should be, if you are making the name of the column as names of the Indian captains played with the number of matches, won or losses, and the number of years where it is playing since how long is there. If you are doing this kind of all kind of stuff is there. So this is how you are, whenever you are passing the name in the bracket, C is there, Mahi, Saurabh, Azhar, all these are the name of the players are there, which is you can see over here. Then play is there, how many matches they have played is there. So Mahi has played 45, Saurabh 49, all the particular values have been passes over here. And the values of
screen is not visible.
So which screen is not visible? Which screen is there? Hello. Now it is visible. Yes or no? Please answer me. Yes or no? Hello. Is it visible? Hello. It's okay. So this is how we are creating the data frames out there, and the number of wins and losses, how many matches are won by the particular players and the particular captains is there. This is what the particular commands we are writing, and to view that particular data frame, we are using view, and the name of the data frame is there. So this is what the data frame has been generated out there. Okay. So later on, the next particular part is your how you can consider or how you can make the see that particular the data frame parts can be accessed easily from the data competency. Means whatever the data frame you have make it, you can easily access. So data frame name is there, $ with the name is there. So whatever the column you want to access, simply
Sir, your
use.
voice is breaking.
Okay, now it's okay.
Sir, your voice is breaking. It is not properly audible.
Okay. Now it is audible.
Please check your net connections. Can you check your net connections?
One second, sir.
I think speed is slow.
Might be the speed issue is there, but I am means I will take the help of another things. But for the time means, shall I continue with the things?
Yeah, sir. Now it is
Okay.
audible.
Okay, now it is audible. So see, whatever the player, if you want to retrieve any of the column name is there, so simply use the data frame name along with the $, and with the columns name, whatever the column name you want to suggest, it will simply give you the it will give you the values of that particular data frame is there. Now to find out the ratio of the matches won by the particular captains and including the different data frames is there. So if you want to take out the percentage, or we can call it as the percentage of the victory of each and every captains is there. So you can use the command ratio assignment value is there to the data frame $won divided by data frame and with the players. So with this particular command, you will get each and every player's the average value is there. So how many matches the particular player has won, how many percentage of the information the particular player is sharing. So everything is been here. You can see this particular, the column is there, which is in the red. It will show you the accurate percentage of the particular winning percentage of the particular player is there who is playing the matches in the particular stuff is there. Okay, so this is all about the percentage is there. So you can note it down that this command is there. So ratio, if you want to find out the percentage, exact percentage of the two players is there. So it is basically taking all the particular stuff is there. So if you want to make the particular some file as a .csv file, yesterday some people has asked me about the some CSV file is there. So how to make the CSV file and how to use the CSV file is there. So write .csv in the bracket data frame is there, and that you can give the new frame, you can give the new name of that particular data frame is there. So this is how you can give it, write.csv in the bracket captaincy, whatever the captaincy is there. So new captaincy.csv will be provided to you out there. So this is how the new particular, you can write it out in the CSV file. No doubt if you are using the .txt file, but now you can change it with the CSV file is there. Okay. So when you are opening the CSV file is there in any of the notepad or any of the particular stuff is there, you will see that this is 1, 2, 3, this all columns are been included in the particular. So previously it is not there in the columns out there. You can see that previously it is not there, but later on when you are open it in the notepad is there, you will see that all this particular stuff is been following out there. Okay, so if you want to import something, some another data, if you have some own database is there or data frame is there, so what you are doing is you are going to import it over there in the history box. There is an import data set values is there. You can also import it from this particular. If you have taken it from another source, you can import it from your different data set and you can add it to this particular part is there. So this is about the data frame is there. Now what do you mean by R script is there? R script and R studio is there. So R script is nothing but a simple text file containing a set of commands. Just not we have started with the R things out there, and we have all the written out all the commands and the comments is there. Okay, and we can re-execute this particular same file again and again, and we can save that particular files also. Yesterday also we have said that we can save the particular script with R script is there. We can save the file also. Okay, so this is what the way we have started out there in the morning. So R script will be there. So R script new file will be there. So you can say that this is a particular part where you can see that your file will be saved out there, or you can execute a particular commands out there. So this is how whatever the commands you want to show, if you want to see the source of that particular file also, no, you can see this particular by using on the source click button is there, or you can either use in the enter control shift enter button is there. You can either run the source file with the control shift button is there. You can do this kind of manner also, or simply on the clicking on the particular source file, you can do this particular kind of stuff is there. So once you are going to execute, or when you are going to enter some things out there, you can by control enter you can execute it, or by simply having a run button over here you can run the particular screens is there. Yes. Now once you are getting with the particular stuff is there, the R script provided to load the script which is written, means sometimes you have written back out there and again you want to use it. The same folder will be saved over here. The same folder will be, the particular script will be saved in the same folder is out there. Second time or whenever you want it, you can open that. It will open it from that particular point from where you have stopped it out. So copy the source without the symbols and paste it at the top of the second manuscript.r is there. So whenever you are copying some script is there, or whenever you are copying some source is there, you can use the source, whatever the file where you are using, echo equals to true. Now echo equals to true means whatever the file is there, it should be acceptable out there. It should be readable out there. So that's why it is the particular command is there, and you can use the print command is there. So where 1 equals to 2, whatever the command is there, it will get executed out there for you peoples out there. Okay. So now what is the working directory in R is there. So working directory, the working directory in R is just a file path on the computer that set a default location of a file is there. So there are two basic directories is there, get wd is there, get working directory, and set working directory is there. With the help of get working directory and set working directory, you can set the path is there. So this is how the get working directory has been working out there. So if you type get working directory, it will show you where exactly the file R script has been saved out there. Okay, so where exactly it will, the function has a no argument. So it is important that function has no argument is there. It will returns a single. Anybody has raised the raised the hand? Vaishnavi? Vaishnavi? Hello? Vaishnavi? Hello? Is it okay? Rahul sir, is it okay?
Yes sir, yes sir.
So somebody has
Vaishnavi
raised the hand.
वैष्णवी कुछ डिफिकल्टी है आपको? You had raised your hand. I think it is by mistake, sir.
Okay, fine, not an issue. So as we are setting the get directory is there, get working directory is there. So no argument is to be passed it out there, and absolutely we are getting the full absolute path is there, which will return where my script is been stored. And get this is what the get WD is there to check where working directory or working path of your file is there. So set working directory is there. The function sets the working directory to dir, means whatever the working directory is where you are working, and if you forgot sometimes out there where it is a working directory and all the particular stuff is there, you can use by using the set working directory, you can retrieve your current directory and return it to the actual file is there. To set my project, whenever you are setting any project is there, whenever you are setting any project is, so you can see this in this particular stuff. The file in the file windows is there. So in the file tab, you can check it out and go to the upper corner so that you can see that whatever the where is your exactly file is there, or wherever your set directory file is been working out there. Okay, this is all the particular stuff is there. Now select the folder as a working and click on the OK file is there. So this is what the where you actually a project, if you have some folders and all this, if you can retrieve it from there also, or by using the set WD command is there, you can also retrieve from there also. Okay, and under the files tabs, all the files present in the whatever the you have saved, all the files is there, whatever all the project files is there, it will show over here. So whatever the files you are going, it will all show. Whatever your project file is there, all the project file is been shown over here. If you are saving some data frame also, it will show over here. So this is what the data frame is there with the .csv file. If you are having some history command, yesterday we had some history command also. So all the history commands will be shown over here, and how to retrieve the history command, yesterday we have seen that. So all the particular stuff has been shown over here. Okay, and by using the set over here also, in this particular stuff, in this particular RStudio is there, by clicking on the more, you can also set the working directory is there. So there is no any problem to set the working directory from this particular part. If you don't go with the commands, you can go with this particular stuff also, with this particular help out also. Okay, then next particular part is now desktop, or whatever the desktop or project will be there. If you are working, it is verified that your console window is to be shown out there. So simply type set WD desktop or project, whatever the project command is there. You will simply wait to your set file is there. Okay. So then one more thing is there, how to read the file, how to read the data frame file is there. So the command is read.csv is there. So whenever you want to read any of the file is there, any of the data file is there, you simply use the read.csv file is there. Whatever the data frame you have set, that file is get readed out there, and it will show in front of you just like this. If you use the read.csv file, and if you know the data frame file name is there, you can retrieve it. Otherwise, read all, it will show you all the data files which is present in your project is there. Okay, so this is all about the things. So this is today's session will be there. What we have learned is data frames, commands, then how to create the scripting language is there, and how to set the directories there. So this is all about from my side. So if you have any queries, then please let me know. If you have any query.
Any questions?